action! What brought me to Guthrie is a fellow named Peter Foldy, who is a mentor of mine, a dear friend, and a producer on this film. And he just said, when I was looking for a place to shoot 1,000 Little Cuts, he said, you've got to come to Guthrie. It has everything you need. Everybody's really nice and welcoming. The locations are amazing. And they're all kind of within a few minutes of each other, which makes it very easy for us, because this is a very ambitious film that we're shooting in a very compressed amount of time.
I just got to Guthrie and I went, wow. It felt like the backlot of Warner Brothers in Hollywood, which is one of my favorite studios. It came out in 2018 on a film called Love on Repeat, which we shot out here in Guthrie, and I was totally blown away by how charming this town was. And it had this real sweetness and kindness to it. The people were really friendly, and everyone was very generous to us in terms of helping us out and making this happen, particularly the folks at City Hall, Leroy Alsop and Justin Fortney. And when I read the script to 1,000 Little Cuts, I suggested to Josh Brandon, the director, that we should do this in Oklahoma.
1,000 Little Cuts is a metaphor. It's a metaphor for dignity, for the 1,000 little cuts to, in particular, women's dignity that they go through on a daily basis, which I think is very, very timely and in the zeitgeist right now. We do, little snippets throughout the film just about the things they have to deal with on a daily basis, the disrespected work, the catcalling, the intrusion into their personal lives, and that is played out through the main character and her relationship with some of the men in the movie.
I usually get really scared when the writer is also the director, because sometimes there can be a really big conflict there of, this is what I wrote and we have to do this, and it's just very tyrannical almost. Josh has had such a good balance of this is what my vision is and this is where I'm okay taking it.
And cut.
That's cut.
He wants it to be an accurate portrayal of the situation, and with that he's been willing to make so many choices that have just really helped bring his vision to life while still making it a piece of art that's kind of taken on a life of its own.
Okay, let's keep rolling and go back to one, please.
Very excited about 1,000 Little Cuts. I think it's a very important subject. I think it's a subject that is very timely and needs to be dealt with now and talked about now. I think we have a very good script and a very good director, and I'm hopeful that this will be a great little film for us and put Guthrie in a nice light.
The two stars of our film are Rebecca Lydiard, who plays Anne Bennett, and Marina Sirtis, who most people know her from Star Trek The Next Generation. She played Counselor Troy, and in our movie she plays Dr. Monica Atlas, who is the hospital psychiatrist assigned to help Anne remember just what happened that night. And working with these two ladies has been absolutely spectacular. I've known Marina for a short while, and I wrote the part for her, and that's one of the reasons she agreed to do the movie. And she'd actually worked in Oklahoma before, so she was really happy to come back. And Rebecca and I worked on a show called Houdini and Doyle, which was on Fox a few years ago. And we just always knew we wanted to find something. So I called her earlier in the year and I said, I think I'm writing a movie for you. And she said, oh my God, that's amazing, I'd love to do that. And then we workshopped the character, figured out how we could get the right voice and how she could embody this character. Look, dreams do come true, because here we are in Guthrie, Oklahoma, and we're making the movie. The rebate in Oklahoma has been essential. There is nothing like it, and it absolutely made it possible for this film to get produced. This film, really, we like to refer to it as $1 million film that's being made for $250,000, and part of the reason we're able to do that is because of the amazing film rebate from OFMO. In order to utilize the rebate, we have to spend 75% of our money or more in Oklahoma, and that is easy because Oklahoma has amazing film crews. And the good thing is there's such a tight community that they all kind of know each other, they've all worked with each other, and that does two things. On the one hand, they're really great and they know how to mesh and how to work with each other, and they know all each other's little bits and pieces and foibles. And on the other hand, it means everybody's really nice because they know they're going to work together again, so no one can afford to be a jerk, which is great because we consider this to be a no-jerk production. Should I go down there? Should I step in?
No, please don't. You've done enough.
I wouldn't have a job if we didn't have the incentive. I wouldn't be able to stay here and do this in Oklahoma without it. It's an explosion. I'm having to choose between multiple jobs that are filming at the same time. And not just, one or two, like 3, 4, 5 films going at the same time. And it's so great because we are building the crew base to be able to handle that. It's just really great to see films taking that chance and coming here. You have so many producers who spend 2 weeks here or a month here on a film and say, we're doing every movie we can in Oklahoma, because it's just such an open, welcoming community to the film industry.
I feel very privileged to be here, and everybody's been really welcoming. We've had quite a few local talent wind up in the background of our shots. You know, it's great. I'd like to come back to Guthrie. There's so many locations we didn't use because they weren't appropriate for this film, but we walk past places and we go, you could make an entire movie set in that area. You could make an entire film that uses this particular street or these particular stores and everything. So I'm already thinking about the next films to produce in Guthrie.